Alrighty, we are back. Thank you for being patient with me. I had to do a couple things quick. We're going to start Grandia. I have played Grandia 2. I played it on the PS2. My buddy had it on the Dreamcast, which is the console that Grandia 2 came out on. Neither of us, as far as I know, have played Grandia 1. So this will be an interesting experience for me. Once I beat Grandia 1, Grandia 2 will get put into the short list for selection. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's very loud.
Game art.
I turned it down 10%. It was loud in my ears. This was on the PS1 originally. It's interesting because the PS2 port of Grandia 2 was not great. It had some serious frame rate issues. But it was still a fun game. You know that Game Arts developed this? Let's see what we got. We're gonna do English. We're gonna do vibration off. Nope. Hold on. That was... Nope. It's happening. Nope. God damn it. What button? What is the select button and what is the cancel button? Okay. Okay, A is the select button, but selecting on the options menu exits out of the option menu. I don't understand why. Behold! Blue squiggles. Oh, we're supposed to be underwater. Okay. Wait, no, are we supposed to be underwater? Now I'm really confused. Is this Little Mermaid? No, we are definitely not underwater. So the sky just has blue squiggles. Okay. Are you gonna make me watch the movie again? Because I just watched it. It's doing much better with a Megumi Hayashibara song played over it, like Slayer's. least it's a different movie, right? Still a lot of movie, but at least it's different. Okay, people are getting wings. Very curious. There's a giant eyeball floating there. Mechanical, it looks like, with maybe some buildings on top. So potentially, we'll fight Unicron at some point in this game. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility for a PS1 game, if you know what I'm saying, but I don't think that's the case. Just rando intro. It could be.
I guess I must have dozed off. I had that dream again. The bastards, they're hounding me. Mullen, where are we now?
It's only been a half an hour since you asked last. You look tired, General Ball.
General Ball.
I keep telling you, Mullen.
He has a twin.
When there are no
Together,
soldiers around,
they're balls.
you should call me father.
Excuse me, but Lieutenant Lean is still here.
It's just like you to answer like that. But you know that Lean is a very special part of our military plans.
The way
Aren't
he
you,
says it
Lean?
is super creepy, though.
The third excavation of the Salt Ruins is almost finished. I'm counting on you too. Mullen, Lean.
We've assigned an elite battalion of our forces to this excavation. I'm sure that we'll hear good news.
The current time is 13:40 hours. Now passing through Parm airspace. Our ETA is 15:30 hours.
Lean, open the viewports for General Ball.
Yes, Colonel Mullen.
That was an awfully big lever just to open up the curtains. Aria Grandia. Sorry, Grandia. This is one of the first 3D JRPGs, and the only thing I really know about it is that they really went all out with these, like, sequences. Because they wanted to show, like, hey, the town is 3D. It's not just two-dimensional, right? Nope, the people do have wings, it looks like. Or no, that's a bow? I'm confused now. I thought it was wings. But that is a really cute way to showcase the town by chasing after a child as they run through it.
This'll teach you, you punk!
Oh!
Oh, Justin, not you again. You
This
just don't
Justin.
learn trashing my shed again.
We have found our
I
hero.
didn't trash it. Why won't you listen to me? I'm staking my pride as a man and my soul as an adventurer on this treasure hunt.
Shut up! There's no treasure in all that junk.
All that junk. All
Now
that
you've
junk.
completely trashed it. Anyway, don't ever hunt for treasure in my shed again. You hear me, boy?
Ouch. That awful man, he never ever understands.
That you were stealing from him? Yeah, I think he understands just fine.
Justin, you okay?
Oh, it is a.
sounded like
It was
it hurt.
wings.
Oh,
It's a little
so,
bird thing
Did you see that?
or something.
Don't worry. A punch like that, nothing to it. For a first-rate adventurer, it comes with the territory.
Right. So how'd it go? Did you find anything in the shed?
Nah, nothing at all. It really was all junk. Must have guessed wrong. But Sue, what about you?
Of course I found something. Ta-da! Here it is, the legendary armor. I found it all by myself. Oh yeah, Puffy helped too. Here you go, Justin, the legendary armor.
Dirty
Great,
apron
Sue.
acquired.
That's the first one. That leaves the Shield of Light, the Warrior's Helmet, and the Spirit Sword.
Don't forget, we gotta get him by sundown or we'll lose. Yuck, I don't want to marry that awful god. You know, it's really your fault, Justin. You're the one that took Gons up on his dare. You'd better take responsibility.
Okay, I know. Come on, let's go show this to Gans.
It's Gantz. Come
Puffy,
on.
let's go
we know
too.
better.
We found it, Gans. The first treasure.
I can control him now. Okay. If it isn't Justin, taking your sweet time, aren't you? First-rate adventure. The end of the world was found, and there's no use for adventures. You're way behind the times. There's no end of the world. Huh? Don't you even know that? You're a first-rate adventurer? There's no way you're gonna find the 4 treasures before sundown. This duel is as good as won. As you promised, starting tomorrow, Sue's in my gang. I, Gantz, will take her as my bride. No way, Gantz. We got plenty of time before sundown. Hey, Gantz, looky here. Those dirty apron. I mean, I'm gonna pronounce it the way I feel like it's supposed to be pronounced. House 5. Gantz. Yeah, I can't even, like, take that seriously. Thankfully, he'll probably just be a small part. Oh, that's cool. You can just rotate with the stick. Where is that compass pointing? I'm so confused. I'm assuming red is north, but, like, what the fuck is the needle doing? There's just no way into that house. Okay. Right, so how do we get in? We're supposed to find these treasures, apparently. To the port of Parm, which is Parmesan, of course. Climbed down to the canal. He was doing something sneaky. Okay, so what do I get down there? That's an indication that there's something there, right? Oh, I see. There's a staircase. I'm an idiot. Okay. That's 2. Upon a time, there was an adventurer who traveled the world and picked up lots of treasure. This kind-hearted man gave all his treasure to the poor. Everyone said he was a fool, but to this man, the only true treasure was in the adventure itself. The man continued his adventures and lived a happy life ever after. The end. Nope, that was the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. I got match happy. Once upon a time, an evil wizard cast a spell upon a prince and turned him into stone. The prince's fiancée, the princess of the next kingdom, became so sad that she cried from dawn to dusk. Oddly enough, the tears of the princess fell on the prince and broke the spell. The evil wizard was cast out of the kingdom, and the prince and princess lived happily ever after. Such a romantic story. I'd like to fall in love with a handsome prince. Yeah, me too. The Garlisle forces can't be much of use. It can't be of much use sitting around the town of Parm. The little brother has something. Keep saying I'm busted. Which means that he's got something, right? Yeah, that's a reason to be pissed off. I'd be pissed off too. What's wrong, Justin? You give up looking for the 4 treasures already? The place where you always hear seagulls squawking. It's gonna be the port, right? I had a message to go to the port earlier and I didn't go there because I thought that they would be all open, but they might not be. Is this a save point? Okay, well, we can hear seagulls. That's in the right place. That's gonna be the shield. I kind of like that you can just free spin the camera. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of neat. I know that seems like something silly to take for granted, but given the era that this game came out in, absolutely an advance. See anything like a sword anywhere. Is there gonna be a flashlight? Been in house 3. Been in house 4. Oh, I don't know. I don't see a way to catch the guy. Dance's house. We've been there. Not the compass. The compass is at the right, top right. Yeah, I've got it. Red mark shows north. The compass needle points to the destination. Spinning faster the closer you get to the destination. Can't change the destination in town. Okay. So it's basically useless in town. Unless it tells me, unless it starts spinning faster as I get close to like the quest objective. Like a hostess bar, got it. I don't think the little brother has it. House 2, first floor. New Parm. So we have old Parmesan and new Parmesan. Kind of like old Coke and new Coke. Okay, I just want to point out that there were bottles that I knocked over. That is above and beyond for a PS1 game. Holy shit. Crazy inventor in South Farm has invented something again. Okay, where the fuck is South Farm? Is there a map? I don't think there's a map. Is there? Sort of. I think I can get to South Farm right now. Oh, that's definitely not the way to South Park. Yep. I was wondering if maybe we took the light out of the lighthouse. Okay. Spirit Sword is in the treasure chest in my house. His house was fuck. What house? It's his is actually named, right? The house that Gantz built. Oh, I don't want to go to the port apart. I wish I would ask you if you want to go. I'm trying to do my thing, game. Gantz's house. There we go. He did give it the little brothers got it. So in order to get the key, you have to bully the kid. Wait, he lost the key? Where is it? Down near the river by the cafe. Okay, but we know how to get down there. Oh, well. I gotta remember which one is Dance's house again. Probably the one with the little brother standing next to it, I bet. Is it a flashlight? Wouldn't say so. I made it for you! Shoots fucking laser beams out the front.
Oh, he's fucking good to try wronging me. Go on, Dick Link.
Surely you jest. There's no way I'd be caught dead playing the dance. There's a new one that I'm working on. I know you're shocked, right? Here. I'm finding it real quick. I apologize. That is not ready yet. I thought it was. Whoops. Never mind. Abort. We made it. We didn't have to get that mad. That's absolutely delicious.
Hey, Justin!
Ouch! Mom! What did I do?
How many times do I have to tell you? No dirty shoes in the kitchen.
Even so, you don't have to hit me with your tray.
Pretty sure that's child
Talk
abuse.
Back to me. You know the rules of Seagull Restaurant. Always keep the kitchen clean. Come on, I have work to do.
Always keep the
Out you
kitchen
go.
clean, or else it's a health code violation.
My little troublemaker. You could at least help if you're going to.
I appreciate that she's wearing a hairnet.
Hello, Aunt Lily. If you keep whacking Justin's head, he's gonna get stupid.
Don't worry, Sue. Justin's brain can't get any worse than it already is.
Wow!
Mom! I'm hurt. How could you say such things about your only darling son?
Well, why don't you just be good so I don't have to, Justin?
Behave or I'll
been
call
getting in
you
trouble all
stupid.
day
That is
today.
cruel. What is this? Stashing place. Actual sword there. Can we take that, please? Thank you. No. Why does my money run out so fast? That's a good question. Yeah, you will. Even if I tell you the truth, you still got mad. I have no doubt. I have no trouble believing that. Yeah, I deserve that. Cousin threw him under the bus. That's just fucking mean. That's true, yeah. I can repeat it if you want. For a Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! Maybe what I'll do is I'll get the audio clip and I'll just set it on a random timer. Bidet! Bidet to you!
You can kill the creature, Link,
Oh,
by
weird.
taking its life.
I was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't understand. Keep eating, son. Keep eating, son. Don't eat so fast or you'll choke. Make up your mind. Can't. I can't. Selecting is very straight. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. So he's got something called a Spirit Stone. I'm sure that that will absolutely not play a part in the story at all. The leader of a band of pirates got a look at the Spirit Stone that your dad wore around his neck. Pirate drew a sword and said, "Give me that stone!" Your dad obstinately refused. Struck by the courage of your dad, the pirate leader decided to give up being a pirate on the spot. Bullshit. Unless the fucking pirate captain is now General Nutsack. His name is General Nut. That's a cute way to do, like a conversation around the dinner table like that. Yep, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, where the fuck are we going? Oh, we gotta go South Farm. Which is like North Farm, except it's... to Marna Road. Yep, this is where we need to go. Okay. To the inventor's house. Hi, it's E. Justin. Are you here to interrupt me work my invention work again? The steam engine food processor. Too bad you have to keep stoking it with coal or it immediately so. Oh my god, these inventions are awful. You're gonna have ice cream after all? That's what I'd like to say, but I can't for a while. Who told you to throw money into the pot, into the fountain? The fountain cleaner. Oh, of course. Coffee. Your uncle is sneaking coffee behind your aunt's back. I don't think that's how that works at all. I too keep my coffee in liquor bottles, don't you, Brid? I mean, I suppose it's possible. Critical, we have defend, we have look, we have escape.
Finch.
He hit it as it was going to attack her. That's interesting. Have to pick up the shiny thing on the ground.
Pretty easy, right, Puppy?
Herbs. Long, long snake. These things look horrific. They're like an earthworm fucking xenomorph. I do not like them at all.
Hip hip hooray!
I like how the background says Grandia, like you didn't know you were playing the game. In case you forgot, right?
Hip hip hooray!
I don't see how we were ambushed. Restore some HP to your party by sharing.
Don't do it!
Face slash!
Hip hip hooray!
Like a signpost? Very interesting. Alright, fine, you win. Because we were ambushed together, I'm gonna be upset. Okay. So there's a
Alright,
once
we
it
won!
starts acting, you are free to move again if you hit the act bar. That's interesting. The battle sequence is really kind of cool. I knew Grandia 2 was like one of the first ones that had the that had a time bar across the top that was you could bump enemies out of their slot. He got 2 swings? Wow. Or did he get 2 shots?
Hip hip hooray!
That's a lot of fucking earthworm xenomorphs.
Don't do it!
Face slash!
He does get 2 swings, okay. And you level up your weapons as you use them, apparently.
Hip hip hooray!
Damn it. That's new. Would you stop beating up Sue, please?
All right, we won!
The voice is surprisingly good. We got a baton. Oh. I ain't been using a wooden pole. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I forgot. I didn't think those were actually things that you could equip. Joke's on me, I guess.
All right, we won!
This is Grandia. This is the high def version of a PS1 JRPG that was released back in the day. It is one of the earliest console 3D JRPGs. And so they make a lot of use of spinning camera and things like that to really showcase the fact that everything is in polygons.
What a cinch!
Welcome back, Visual. See? Ooh. We beat Tales of Arise. You missed it. I think you particularly would have been amazed at the ending.
All right, we won!
That's Banana Bumpkiss? What do you mean? Are you telling me I came all the way here, sir? Yeah, but I think this... Okay, so... But it wasn't, though, because they just 3D rendered this... They did the same thing that Donkey Kong did, where they did everything in, like... They did it on a computer, and then they just, like, screenshotted the 3D polygons. So it's like, it's still two-dimensional. It's just isometric. That's like saying any... Yeah, that doesn't... But this is actual polygons. You couldn't spin the camera in... You know what I'm saying? This is actual 3D models. That's the difference. Yes, Vigil. It's not 3D, though. It's not true 3D. Got an ad break in 3 minutes. Me? Who am I? I'm Justin, and the girl with me is my cousin Sue. My cousin Sue. His mom is Lily. And we are kids playing around in a town. We were challenged by a bully to find 4 legendary artifacts, which ended up being like a wooden sword, a pot lid, and a bucket for a helmet, that sort of thing. And we found them, and then he got in trouble, and then we almost got in trouble. And now we are looking for somebody who we gave our dad's spirit orb to. Our dad is no longer living. And, yes, that's where we're at right now. That's a lot of money. Sword made in Parm. So confused. I bought it, right? Just the one. Yep. Banana. I would like you to look at the... Nope, it's a JRPG. It's got turn-based combat and everything. I'd like you to look at the icon, though. Oh, also the game mispronounces Gantz in its voice acting. Alright, we are at an ad break. We will be right back in just a few minutes. And we're back. So yeah, Brit, so I had a super top secret stream earlier today where I was trying to work on a new break time game. Let's see. You know what? Hold on. And haven't gotten it working quite right, fortunately. Get that. Get 2 gloves. 90. Light gloves. Oh, I see. Really for purpose. Oh, it's better than the shield. That's hilarious. It's a bigger boost for him. The idea is that I'm gonna build I'm gonna build out a kind of a suite of little like activities that you can choose to do during the breaks, just to keep, you know, just to make it a little more entertaining, right? Because breaks suck. House one, first floor. Wow. There's definitely some, Oh, it's not. I thought maybe that was like a thing that you could crawl under, but it's not. I'm a dick? Yeah, he's a little kid. He's not nice. You really missed a truly mind-blowing ending visual. We fought the planet. The planet did in fact merge, but before that happened, Xion absorbed the planet, the Great Spirit or whatever it is, and somewhere around the museum, but I don't know. Where the fuck is the museum? I haven't found that yet. Hughes house. House first. Ball museum, okay. Hey, there it is. Okay, finally. Yeah. So the guy, remember the other guy, the ice guy that had been a dick, like to us twice, and we murdered him. Yeah, he showed up at the end again, and we had to murder him again. And then rather than kill him, in an act of mind-blowing stupidity, Alphen spares him, shows pity on him, and the old guy's like, or not the old guy, the other guy's like, okay, fuck you, and he blows up the Renus Alpha, or whatever the fuck it was called, and disappears, leaving us with absolutely no weapon to actually, like, save Xion. And so then we pray to the planet, and we merge the planets, which was exactly what the evil planet wanted all along. So I really don't know why we didn't just let it happen. Okay, so there are 7 spirit stones. And we have Maya Angelou mythology. I hope her name gets carved in the annals of history, truly. It's a new Icarian statue. I just finished its restoration. Okay. So apparently the Icarians were Picasso. Stories are told of floating cities and ships that travel to the stars. Steam engines that run forever. Spirit sanctuary frozen in time. I have played Grandia 2 to completion. And I'll be real honest. I don't remember anything about the story. I remember the battle system and stuff, but not the story. I have never played Grandia 1. Archaeology has no romance. No, just a lot of grave robbing. No, it's not. I mean, the pursuit of knowledge is a noble profession. So we have Dom ruins, so I wonder if there are going to be sub ruins as well. Perfect. That's absolutely correct. Paint me like one of your French statues. All right. Oh, hey, they're gonna let 2 little kids into the military-controlled archaeology site. What could possibly go wrong? See, here's one of those flyovers I was telling you about. That is... Why is Dalsum in this? I don't understand. Yoga Flame.
Attention! Soldiers fall in! Salute!
Listen up! After traveling all the way from the new continent, we won't tolerate failure. Be sharp out there.
Meet at the stage on level 1. Call roll by regiment as soon as you arrive, and stand by for orders.
Attention! Fall in! Right base, march! Double time! Say, Saki. It was your troops who made us late. Aren't you a little lax on discipline?
Don't give me that, Nana. The last time they were late, I made them all give me 3,000 squats.
Oh, Saki. You're such a muscle freak. I'd make them go without rations for 100 days.
Oh, Mio, you're too kind.
Christ.
If it were me, I'd
He'd
give him 5,000
starve them?
rations. Then I'd pickle him and brine and give him 100 days in the brig.
That would kill them.
So
If
3
Herr
months
Mullen
in
was
which
to
the
get
enemy
into
could
that,
attack.
he'd have
Good
your
job.
head.
No problem. I just swear him to secrecy, and Herr Mullen would never be the wiser.
Come on. We need to get going
Hey,
too,
Bakor. How's it going?
or we'll be late for the rendezvous.
Right, Neo. If we were to be late, it'd be harder to discipline the troops.
Hello. Yeah, haha, you found me. How'd you get into the Salt Ruins? Talk with Sue about what to do. Show them the curator's intro letter. I've been wrong about the number of advances. Okay. I think you actually I think you might be right. It's either 5 or 6. Wow.
Bye-bye.
Litterers. We're totally gonna leave the Salt Ruins.
Garlisle Force, Mullen Company, fall in. Face forward.
Another character.
Salt Ruin Special Survey Team. Roll call.
This is Lean, right?
Squad leaders, front and center.
Sergeant Nana, leader of the Bloody Rose Squad reporting.
Sergeant Saki, leader of the Lightning Star Squad. All men accounted for.
They sound like the squads from Advance Wars.
All men.
Colonel Mullen will now address the troops before deployment. All soldiers, listen carefully.
Yes, Lieutenant.
My dear soldiers, our squad will now commence the
Yeah,
final
they sound a lot
excavation
like
of the Salt Ruins.
the squads in
Operation
Advance Wars.
Yggdrasil is entering the final
Red
stage.
Sun and Blue Star.
Now we only have to find the last remaining piece.
No, it was
I
not.
needn't remind you that the depths of these ruins are dangerous.
I got it. It wasn't working,
may
then I
even
got
be
it
risking
working,
your
and then it
lives.
stopped working. I don't know why it stopped
However,
working.
This is our time. You, the honorable Garlisle forces, will bring a great boon to humanity. Go! You, the elite of Garlisle, will open the door to the wisdom of the ancient Angelo civilization.
This is some amazing voice acting. It's very good. Very, very, just, it's got a depth of range
I am
to
counting on every one of you.
Yes, sir. Bloody Rose Squad, you take the east. Lightning Star Squad has the west. Desert Moon Squad, take the south. You have your assignments. We're counting on you. Good luck.
Yes, Lieutenant.
The time is 15:06 hours. All squads have begun operations.
Lean. You've also become quite an able aide-de-camp.
He doesn't say that right.
Thank you, Herr Mullen.
Yeah, it's definitely got some
Let's get to work ourselves.
very, very, like,
Let's go, Lean.
late 90s
Yes, sir.
mentality about gender roles. I know. Can you pronounce it for me? Visual? Wait. Oh, did it attack me or did she hit me? It looked like she hit me. I have not played through Lunar all the way. I started it when it came out, but I didn't play through it all the way. Baby bat. I want my baby bat, baby bat, baby bat, baby bat.
What a cinch.
It's made by Game Arts. I don't think they're the same company. It is the same company. Okay. There's your answer. That's no good.
All right, we won!
All right, we won. The camera's doing when you stop is a big ick. This was actually one of the earlier. It's like actually one of the earliest, truly 3D JRPGs. And so, yeah, it's definitely got some issues, but it made leaps and bounds at the time for what it was. Hooray. Visual. The world is 3D. I don't know what to tell you. Slows IP lock. It's IP. Internet points? It's internet points, isn't it? Everything in Super Mario RPG. Listen, I'm gonna say this. This is all I'm gonna say on this, and then I'm not gonna debate it anymore. Everything, like this, the characters are sprite based, absolutely, but the background is all 3D models, whereas Super Mario RPG is not at all. It's all sprites. Background is too much for you. Okay, well, that was a rock. Very convenient boulder. Shin shoes, we already had those. Save point. All right, have a good night, Bakor. Nope, that's definitely not sleeping. Although I can see where you would think that. There's no little Z's. think Justin will die? Yeah, that seems likely. Hey, we got a monster heart. What's that big rabbit with suit? It's called Puff Puff, and I don't know what the hell it is, or Puffy or something. It's not Puff Puff. I don't know exactly what it is. They haven't explained it. It's just a creature. Got some dynamite. Sure, that's a great thing for kids to have. Nothing bad will possibly go wrong with that. Lizard. See? The camera could be a little smoother. I get the feeling like I'm supposed to be able to jump that or something. I don't know.
What a cinch!
No, I definitely have to go that way. Yes, I can, because I'm pretty sure they were like in debt. No, okay, it just automatically jumps. Got it. Fine. You know, he didn't say what a bitch. But now I kind of wish he had.
All right, we won!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were still huge Nintendo fans. You know. And honestly, given that Sony had basically designed the PS1 for Nintendo, and then Nintendo backed out and they turned around and released like a version of it anyway, I'm sure that was a known thing in Japan at the time. And I'm sure that, like, Famitsu being Nintendo fans are probably like, well, they shouldn't have done that. That was not appropriate. I'm actually okay with it. We ended up getting the PlayStation as a result, and the PlayStation line of consoles has been fantastic. You're making a bold assumption that Secret of Mana was not already made for cartridges, or being made for cartridges. Okay, then let me ask you, has there been a prototype of it found for the CD? Because I feel like that's something that would have been found by now. I don't believe you, but that seems like a pretty big missing item. Or a missing piece of the puzzle, if you will. You doubt there's a prototype? Given the sheer number of prototypes that have been found for various different consoles, including the Nintendo 64 disk drive, like, I would be shocked if there wasn't a prototype of it out there somewhere. If it was any at any stage of development, I would be shocked if it wasn't there. Especially given, like, websites like the Video Game Preservation Foundation and things like that basically exist solely to find those. Oh, we got an axe. Alright, let's see. Alright, game, that's how you want to be, huh? I think it's interesting that even though they use 3D environments outside in the actual exploration area, the battle background is still sprite based. Get out, okay. What? I don't like that. Old armor. Lost. Choice to kill a crab, a seagull, or a snail. Which one do you target first? I mean, I feel like the crab. I don't understand what I am supposed to be doing here. I feel like that's meant to flip. Don't know how. The reason being, crab is gonna be more sustenance. Assuming this is like a desert. Fuck you, game. I'm assuming this is like a desert island what if scenario. No, food. True, but I'm less likely to kill the seagull in the air. My chances are less. So hey, apparently it's a real spirit stone, guys. In case there was any question. no. Really? No, I don't think that the prototype would be similar to the full game at all. Like, I was just curious if there was any prototype that escaped.
Welcome, he who holds the Spirit Stone.
It's a sprite stone. It's actually, like, made out of congealed. Right. It's a good thing that this ancient civilization speaks our language.
What was that?
Welcome, he who holds the Spirit Stone, symbol of the promise between the humans and the spirits.
Who are you?
I am Liete of Alent.
That really helps.
I have
Thanks.
lived through and inherited the history of Angelo.
THX.
What? What's going on?
We're gonna fall!
Don't be scared. This is the land you live in, when seen from the height of the stars.
I could see that.
Come, please tell me. What were you seeking when you opened the door?
Gee, you're sort of putting me on the spot. Hey, how did you know that I have a spirit stone?
All power is born from the light of the Spirit Stone. Without it, the door of Angelo does not open.
But Angelo is just a mythical world.
It is no myth. The stone that you hold is the ancient symbol of the promise between the humans and spirits.
Yes, said that. This thing broken, it's repeating itself.
Look. A world created by an eternal promise. Between the light of the spirits and the wings of the Icarians. This is the world of Angelo. The light of the Icarians and the grace of the spirits will not wane, lest all of the stars sparkling in the sky
Hey,
turn
Brid,
to embers.
it's not just a random movie. These are the Angelos.
Ever since receiving the blessing of the spirits, the people unyoked themselves of the original restrictions and began to walk along the path of evolution.
No, that's a separate game. Evolution World of Sacred Device.
The
That's
light
not
of
this
the
one.
Icarians and that of the
That
Spirit
actually might also
Stones
be a game art.
are the symbols of peace in this world.
No, it is not. Eye orb, yes. New from Apple. So she's a spirit, and her name is Liete. Does that make her Liet Sprite? I think it does. Ow! Yes, probably, because, you know, 2 chimes can never be similar. Is he the boss that we're gonna fight? I know. I know. He's practically waterboarding children. No, we're good. We're good, but thanks though. I didn't take that path before. I wanted to see if there was anything in there. Oh. Rockbird. I don't understand how a bow and arrow is throw, but I'm not going to argue with it.
Big win, Puffy!
Puffy. Puffy is its name. Would have liked to have saved. This is actually a really good place to stop. If I could- Go back to par. We're gonna save here and we're gonna call it for the evening. Let's see who is. My pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central with more Grandia. I'm kind of digging this game so far. I like it. It's got a completely different vibe from Tales. We're gonna raid Willow. Be sure to say hey when we get over there, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Later.